If you are anything like me, or just thinking, turning 50 really ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. And yes, it did happen. I've been turned the 50. I think that one of the best cards I had as a Queen Bee, it said, "Holy shit, you're half a century." That was the beginning. That was the intro to the card. One thing that has never happened to me before in the years of getting older as time goes by, like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our life. I've never received the same card from two different people. That happened. I'm like, that's cool. It took 50 years to make it happen, but I get the same identical card from two people. I thought that was neat. Yeah. Our friends, the Eichlers and in the Slavos, they both give me the same card. I mean, what are the damn odds? Yeah, what are the odds? Anyway, welcome to the program. I am excited to be the 50, and it was a good weekend, and Easter and all of that. He has risen, and I'm just happy guy. Just very, very happy man, very fulfilled man. My love tank is full. Let's just put it that way. All right. So we are still getting ready for Havasupai. And this is kind of a big deal for us. Because Queen Bee has done this like 8 years ago. And so things have changed. I've never done this before. So we are getting everything tested. We're getting everything packed away. And we are worried. It's all about pounds equal pain. That's all it is. Pounds equal pain. What we are trying to do is minimize our load. So everything is weighed, got to get it in the packs, And we have 2 packs that are big that we're supposed to put all of our stuff in. And then we're supposed to scurry on down the hill, which is the Grand Canyon, on a 10-mile hike. Now, you 10-mile hike with all of your food, a 10-mile hike with all of your with your water if you're taking water. And you're on, like there's whatever you have packed is what you're taking down there. And there isn't really much opportunity for you to really, no opportunity really. I'm checking to see if we're on Facebook on YouTube. Why are we not live on YouTube right now? Okay. We are live. Okay, good. I was just making sure that we were around. So anyway, so pounds equal pain, not a lot of, what's up, Chris? Thanks. I appreciate the picture of the cake. Yes, I do appreciate the picture of the cake. My sister brought a cake and this thing was gigantic. Like everyone was walking around with giant blocks of cake. And I don't eat cake, but I was about to bury my face in one of those pieces. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, so we're packing, we're getting everything ready, and everything is getting weighed. And now I'm getting nervous because look, hiking 10 miles is not a big deal for me, especially downhill. That is not a big deal. I mean, it's a hike. I mean, it's not nothing to sneeze at, but I'm all right. Hiking with 30 pounds on my back, 30, 40 pounds of stuff on my back. I don't know. I was getting a little nervous. And then I have Slavo whispering in my ear the whole time going like, dude, you're not going to make it. Dude, you're not going to make it. It's $160 for a helicopter ride out of there. You got to pay cash. You're going to need a helicopter. I'm like, what the hell, man? And now I'm insulted. So now I'm rowing every day. I'm trying to get in shape, my lungs, and trying to get into shape. And holy sweet baby Jeebus, have I been nervous. Until my birthday. Well, yeah, Grizz, in the military, it was easy to do that. Well, yeah, because y'all were in crazy shape, for sure. Oh, and I did see Rob Hunter. I want you guys to tune in to the next program for, and I'm going to read his card. It's very interesting. I'll just leave it at that. So during my birthday, our beloved friend Cece and her amazing husband, Steve, Cece got up and read their gift to me in front of the crew. And again, I'm over there talking to Slavo, just sweating. He's like, dude, you have trekking poles? Do you have this? This is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And that's going to happen. I'm like, well, dude, now I'm nervous about going. Until Cece got up and read this to the crew. And I will read it to you right now. Let me try that again. That was let me see if I can be a professional here. And I was really nervous about this whole thing. I really was nervous about getting in, getting out, the weight on my back and all of that. Who knows? I'm fitty now. Until Cece, our beloved friend, and Steve, our beloved friend, husband and wife, Cece got up and read their gift to me. And it goes like this. A certificate of borough burden transfer. Loving this. On the occasion of your 50th birthday, aka your warranty expiration date, this certificate is proudly awarded to Mike Russell in recognition of 5 glorious decades of mostly upright existence. You are hereby awarded 1 bag slot on a Havasupai mule. Yes. How about that? Because let's face it, Mike, you're 50. Your knees sound like a microwave popcorn bag. Your back went out more times than your Wi-Fi, and the only thing you should be carrying these days is nostalgia and ibuprofen. Rather than watch you crumble into trail mix on the side of the canyon, we've enlisted a noble beast of burden, an animal that shares your best qualities: stubbornness, unflinching refusal to move quickly, a suspicious fondness for snacks, and of course, an uncanny ability to fart loudly and proudly in public. This certificate entitles you to place your pack on a mule because every wise man, seasoned traveler, and aging legend knows when the ass can carry it, why should the jack do the job? That's right. So, Mike, embrace this gift, this beastly Sherpa, this 4-legged enabler of your continued delusion that you are still in your 30s. May your back remain intact, your sunscreen be SPF 1000, and your spirit be just wild enough to remind the Grand Canyon who's boss. It's still gravity, but whatever. Happy 50th, you glorious old mule. Now let the other ass do the heavy lifting. Location, let's see here, dated April 19th, 2025. Location where midlife crises are celebrated and dehydrated food and expensive hiking permits. Havasupai Falls. That is just too cool. That is too cool. So yeah. So there you go, Slavo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tried to scare me. I got a damn mule. And I didn't even get it. I was gifted it. Thank you very much. Oh, did you go down and have a soup pie? Oh, yeah. Tough hike, huh? Yeah. Well, how much your bag weigh? 30 pounds. Oh, okay. All right. I don't have to include the fact that I got a meal, but I'm not embarrassed. You know why? Because I'm fetty. That's why. I don't have to put myself through pain. I am going to enjoy a trip to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, beautiful waterfalls with a beautiful woman in a tiny little damn tent, and we are going to have wonderful dehydrated food, snacks, and just a hell of a time. I don't want to be concerned if I'm going to make it or not. Yeah. The warranty does expire, right, Rhonda? I thought that was hilarious. Yes. You're still crybabying about turning 50. Oh, see. Okay, all right. Yeah. Here. You want some, Greg? You want a little piece of this? Oh man, where's my bow? Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I have the tiniest violin. I don't have the bow. Huh. You know what? I bet you Boone ate it. That dog is a ninja. So Queen Bee goes out to because my birthday was celebrated on Friday, and on Saturday it was kind of whatever. That's when my real birthday was, and then Easter on Sunday. We kind of gave that cooling off period before Easter Sunday, and then what happened was Queen Bee decided, I'm going to come over a little later, and I'm going to stop at the butcher, and I'm going to get us some really nice steaks and potatoes. I'm like, hell yeah! There's a butcher up the road. It's called Off the Hook. And Off the Hook has every piece of meat in there is minimum 30 days aged. Perfect, beautiful. I mean, it is. It was always a treat for me to go there. Like if Rob and I got a new endorsement deal or something like that, or a contract renewal, I would go and get like good steaks, like a tomahawk steak from there. That's the place I'd go. Anyway, she comes back, and of course she's like, I don't know what I don't know. I don't go to a butcher shop. This is my maybe first time at a butcher shop. And the guy was like, I got you handled. What do you need? Says my boyfriend's 50th birthday. He's like, I got you. This is what you need. He started talking about marbling. So he kind of started coaching her through this. And they said, you want to season them and you want to let them go down to room temperature, go down to room temperature or go up to room temperature, and before you cook them. So we did that. So she comes back and tells me that, like, I don't know that, but I'm like, okay, got you. We're definitely going to do that. So I'm sitting on the couch, and Queen Bee was getting stuff ready on her laptop for Havasu Pie, and I see Boone roll by, and I'm like, what the hell does that dog have in his mouth? It was one of the like $30-ish steaks that he went up on the counter like a ninja. Didn't even the plate didn't even make a sound on the counter. And he's rolling out with it just hanging. He's got this little tiny piece of it in his mouth. And he's just like, going to go out to the backyard. Not going to bring it in the living room because he knows he's doing wrong. Going to take it out to the backyard because he knows he's doing wrong. So I get out there and I see this beautiful, aged, marbled, gorgeous ribeye hanging out of my dog's mouth. And just like, wait, this little piece. And I just take a step at him and he just goes, and just drops it. So I pick this thing up off the grass. I'm just dusting it off at this point. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm not eating this. This is one of the most beautiful pieces of meat I've ever had. And so I just cut that little piece off. I set it aside because y'all know me. You know I'm going to give it to him later. And I did. Anyway, so yeah, it's funny. I got the steaks onto the grill, and I started like picking little pieces of grass off it. I told Queen Bee, I'm like, this is not what they meant by grass finished steak. This is not what they meant by that. It literally came out to be one of the best pieces of steak I've ever had in my life. It really, really was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yes. Anyway, so the birthday was great. Thank you all for the wishes. Appreciate you guys. And Greg, I appreciate your text too, my man. And by the way, I'm not complaining. I'm not being a crybaby about turning 50. I love it. I love turning 50. It's good. There's a level of legitimacy when you turn 50. I think y'all come with me on that. Those that have hit 50, you guys will come with me on that. Yeah, Alfred Wright, doggy tendered. We just tenderonize it, Dad. No, dude. I totally was not going to eat this, Dad. Nope. Mama about to whoop his assets. Let me tell you that. Yes. It had saliva flavoring, just a little bit. Usually they charge extra for that. You know, a delicacy in some countries. Oh my goodness sakes. Anyway, great B-Day. I love being 50. I'm good with 50. I have to remind myself I'm 50. It's kind of crazy. And after 2 years of making fun of my sister for being over 50 because she looks younger than me, it was wild being at the party too, going, where all these people that are telling me they're 50, welcome to the club. Even you guys. You guys don't look 50. Except for Greg. He looks a little 50. Greg, you don't look a day over 50, buddy. You don't look. I kid. Mm-hmm. Saliva salt, not Slavo salt. Slavo hooked a brother up, man. I just got a bag of just Slavo salt. I am hooked up for the way I use that stuff, maybe a couple of months. Whew. Yeah, I go through that. Those steaks were Slavo salt loco. It's fantastic. Just fantastic. Now that we're getting into the 59s. Yeah, so 50. Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, these people don't look 50. You guys look all, I say, you guys, it's funny. I'd say that you don't look 50, you look my age. Like, oh crap, I am 50. Yeah. I love it. I'm happy. And this, like I said, this certificate was just one of the coolest things. One of the coolest things ever. Just love them. Just love those people. Anyway, but getting ready for this, I forgot how, if you guys have done this, by the way, if you have tried, and that's why, Rhonda, I think you're lying. Well, she's putting it out on public, dude. You don't seriously. You don't even look like you're in your 40s. They ain't being serious about that. Yeah. And Dan too. Dan's probably same age, probably same-ish age as you. Young. Y'all look young. In the water. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so Queen Bee is we're getting ready for the Havasupai trip. And now that's where all of our attention goes now. All of our attention is now going to doing that. I've got to get Boone over to my sister's house. By the way, my sister, I asked her, I said, will you watch the dog? And she's never watched a dog before. Not this dog. And so I asked her about if she would watch the dog. And she goes, the way you're telling me he's an escape artist and all that? Hell no. And I thought she was joking. And then I talked to her on my birthday. I said, hey, listen, you maybe watch Boone, not watch Boone. And she just laughed. She's like, I'm like, I don't know what this means. So then I sent her a text yesterday. I was like, so this is a hard no on watching the dog. And she goes, oh crap. I didn't think you were serious. Like, why wouldn't I be serious? Why would I ask you if I wasn't serious? What am I going to do? Leave him here for 4 days? He'd eat the entire house. And she said, no, I'll totally watch the dog. So I've got to get his prison cell over to her house. I call it CB4. Yeah, it's cell block 4. If you guys want to go back to the Chris Rock days, CB4 is what he gets to get to. Yeah. So he'll be in there for a couple hours a day. He's in there a couple hours on Friday. We're getting him used to it. Yeah. Boone might need obedience. And okay, here's the deal. Okay, that's a good thing. Because I know, guys, I have other things to talk about. I have soup by stuff. We can talk about it tomorrow. This is a really cool thing doing with drying soups. No, we're not drying casseroles, soups. Anyway, I'm not against that. He is becoming an off the leash obedient dog. We will take him and Ozzy to this big Greenbelt Park thing out in the West Valley. And they'll do their zoomies and running around, and they like to play keep away and grab a stick and then keep it away and tug it and then play. They just love playing together. Runners go by, cyclists go by, other dogs come in, other people come in, and he had a jumping problem, but he gets a little, one of those things. And he is becoming such a great, well-behaved dog. And when I go, and I keep, because Queen Bee and I are just walking, they're just kind of keeping around us. And he lags behind. I tell him to come. And sometimes he thinks about it. Sometimes he'll stubborn Pyrenees in him. And so in stupid lab in him. So he okay. Oh yeah, come. Yeah, all right, Dad, come here. Here I come. And if a runner comes around or a cyclist comes around, he comes right by me or Queen Bee. So he's well behaved. So obedience, I really don't know if it's an obedience thing. It's just a separation anxiety. And my sister has kennel trained her dog, so I'm gonna enlist her to maybe help him with his kenneling. So I think she'd be fantastic at it. So I'm gonna go over there. But that thing weighs that kennel weighs like 100 pounds. And my truck's not easy to get 100-pound things in the back. But we're gonna make it happen. Maybe I'll list the neighbor's kid. Yeah, good strapping young kid. But anyway, so my concern with Boone, because I want him to be a duck dog. I want him to go dove hunting with me. And in this program about the outdoors. But I want him to go hunting with me. He does not want to retrieve anything. He's a Labrador. He's not a Labrador retriever because there's no retrieve. None. Y'all, I'll throw I got one of the Chuck It sticks. Really cool thing. It looks like you get it at Castle Superstore. But anyway, you throw it and he does a little bouncing to it and he gets it and he might bring it back to you. He might not. But then you start throwing the ball and he's like, why'd you throw the ball over there? Like, seriously, dude, why'd you throw the ball over there? Like, to get this guy to retrieve, I'm going to have to like treat train him. Like bring the ball back if you want. Like, I really have to. There's zero instinct. So when I had the German short hairs in Django and Boba, there was barely any training needed. Coach Tony will agree with me on this. There wasn't a lot of training. There was some obedience with Django for sure. But the instinct, even when they were puppies, to see a bird and stop and lock and point was there. And I mean, they're there. This dude has none. Zero. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. The first dog had a it was never became an escape artist. Repackaged with all the issues. 12 years working through. Yeah, I'm telling you, hell yeah. Buttercup will bring the ball back sometimes. Yeah, yeah, just because she wants to chew. Oh yeah, I mean, like dad, like dog. I guess. I mean, yeah, squirrel. He's very curious. He's very, very curious. He doesn't bark at people. He doesn't freak. He's a demand barker. So like in the morning when my alarm goes off, he knows it's time to get up. It's time to get food. So he sits by my bed and stares at me. And if I make a move, or God forbid I open my eyes, he'll just go, "Ruff." Like, dude, let's go. Not barking at me, just. Ruff. And yes, Ronna, thank you. I did cut off all my hair. No. Yes. Happy girlfriend, happy life. Yeah, no lie. It was I think Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. And she goes, we just woke up. The first thing out of her mouth was, "You should cut your hair." I'm like, "What?" All right, Lynn, we'll see you in a bit, man. But I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna cut my hair? I'm gonna cut my hair once a year. That's my goal. I want to cut my hair once a year. She goes, "Okay, I think it's time. You cut your hair. I like your hair short." She goes, "I was looking through pictures and stuff to make a video for your birthday, and I saw like pictures of you with short hair. So I cut off. I don't care. It's just hair. It's nice. It's weird though, man. It's weird going by. I mean, my hair's been long for a minute. Like I cut it under a year ago, so probably 10 months ago. I cut it, and so walking by a mirror, I'm like, "Who dat?" Yeah. Let me see here. Hit this button here because that's making my phone go crazy. There we go. But yeah, so I cut the hair, and it's gonna be nice for the summer. Anyway, I'm good with it. I was actually excited for the longer hair, like when we're going to Mexico at the end of next month, and I thought that just the blonde curly locks at 50. See if I could do it. See if I pull it off. We won't know till next year. Yeah. So, but anyway, well, we are going seriously. ADHD dog, ADHD show host. For the love of grief, time is it? Oh, we got time. So, but anyway, I need to take him over to my sister's house today, get him acclimatized to her dog, and I'll just get all dialed in, do it again tomorrow, do it again the next day, and then we're leaving here Thursday after the shows to get up to the canyon and get an early start at 5 a.m. on Friday. Got a 4-hour hike in, and then we got a whole day to play and goof around and hydrate soups and eat snacks and go see really one of the 7 wonders of the world. Just get to camp in there and have some fun. So very excited about that. Highly recommend. Hopefully next year the permit prices come down, or this is literally the last time I'm doing this. This is a one and done. It's definitely a bucket list item, but it just might be done. Yeah. Unless the kids want it for like a graduation gift or something. But I'm telling you, holy sweet baby Jeebus. The tickets are like, I believe they're like $475. I choked. I was like, what? I was blown away. Because it used to be like $100 or something like that. And then they just boom. I think they just tried to the Havasu Pie Nation just tried to say, you know what? We gotta get rid of the riffraff. That's what. Yeah. Right, Michael? Seriously. And I was already, it was funny because Cece, our friend that I just got me the certificate and got the mule, she came up, she's like, okay, we got all these permits. You're going. Here's and I was like, okay, yeah, dude, totally in. They're like, it's this much. I'm like, damn. Okay. I guess for a once in a lifetime trip for one of the, to do that before they turn the confluence into a piece of garbage tourist trap. It'd be good to get down there and spend some more time for sure. The price of things is insane. I went to the ballpark on the 13th. Only game this year due to the cost of concessions and parking. Dude, seriously, what was the parking prices? Yeah, what are the parking prices? Let me know that. Alfred, no, dude, we got I set it up this morning. We got a whole water system, a gravity water filter system, so we're good. And there's people on this, so people are just morons. People are like, oh yeah. Oh, don't worry. We just drank it out of the spring. We're fine. We're good. Yeah. I mean, that's how at the beginning of the year, everybody was sick and dying from because they just said, oh, yeah, let's go just drink it out. Do filter it. I mean, come on. Filter the water. I've been drinking out of the gutter for the last 2 weeks just to prepare myself. Yeah. I kid. I'm not drinking out of the gutter. $40 to park? How about you win some games? Sweet baby. Good God. $40 a park. Those are Dodger prices. In a baseball note, too, if Frank McCourt used to own the Dodgers and just basically was shamed into selling the team, kept the parking lot. So the McCourts get all of that money. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous money. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So you drank some IPAs. Oh, my God. Oh, Lordy. The place we went on Friday had no IPAs. They had a hazy IPA. And then they said, no, we're out of it. I'm like, so I didn't drink too much. Monzuma's Revenge at the bottom of the canyon. Oh, let me tell you, buddy. Have you had that? I've had that. I was buckled under my desk. God, it hurt so bad. I argue with that. The lots further away are 30. Lots further away are $30 damn dollars. Thank God Queen Bee's daughter goes to ASU downtown. We can at least go there. It was a sad beer situation, was it not, Tequila Jim? It really was. I don't know what's sad. It was as much as it was pathetic. Yep. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Tomorrow I do want to talk about that, though. We've got some interesting things that I've never dealt with, including that whole gravity filter system thing. So, we'll chat about that tomorrow right here on the Go Show. And remember, on ION, we have a very interesting note from our friend Rob Hunter. I'll read that for you on ION. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. This is the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. See y'all a little bit later.